Hi, thank you so much for coming back. If you're new, welcome, and please do consider hitting that subscribe button. Now, today I want to talk about teaching English in Asia, well, in Thailand, because this is where I currently live. I remember early in my 20s, after I just finished university, and there was not so many opportunities out there for me. So I actually contemplated a lot coming here to teach English, but when I initially got here, I went back to school. Yeah, I went back to school, I did an MBA, and here I am. But anyways, so many of us have been in this situation before. You're like thinking, I want to change my life, or I want something drastic, or someone has broken your heart so bad you want to leave the entire continent, or you just want to tour the world and you don't have enough money, and so you're thinking of teaching English in Asia. Well, today I'm going to be talking about the vision and the realities of it. You know, number one, it's an actual job. You know, in my head, before I started teaching, in my head, I was gonna go to work for like 3 hours, and after that, I'll be done with school because I've done my part. So I'll leave and do whatever I want to do. You know, go for a massage or get in some yoga, find a local coffee shop and get in some research done, or I don't know, just do something. You know, one of those fun things that the movies or things that you see. You know, yoga, you know, driving around, trying the different foods and all things like this. I mean, I do some of these things, but not during the weekday, no. It's an actual job, guys, with all the paperwork and you know, you go to work from 7 to 4 p.m. You know, initially when I was introduced to this, I was shocked. It's not anything that I was expecting. So you need to know that it's an actual job. The other thing you need to know about it is that you don't need a teaching degree to teach here now. You don't need that. You do need a degree, yes, to get a visa or something like that, but it doesn't have to be a teaching degree. Like, for example, I teach math, but I don't have a teaching degree, you know. But if you intend on being here longer than 5 years, then you need to have some sort of education qualification, you know. But it's something that you can do online. This should not be something that stresses you out, yeah. And then the other thing I need to mention though is that our counterparts from the Western countries, they get away with this, you know. They can get jobs without papers, really. And my friend and I were talking about this the other day. You know, we were like, there are so many of us graduates back home that don't have opportunities, that struggle so much, but here we are, some people with no papers, but they're doing really, really well for themselves. I feel like most of it is some of us back home don't know of these opportunities, and so I really do hope that this video gets to the right people and you consider coming here to teach. Yeah. The other thing is, if you're not from a native English-speaking country, you will be required to do TOEIC or some sort of English qualification every 2 years. This I hate. I hate it. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that I have to do TOEIC every 2 years, you know. I mean, what could have happened within the 2 years? I really don't like it, but it's something that unfortunately you have to do. The other thing I also need to mention is that when you're looking for these jobs, and I'll leave links below, you'll see quite a number of jobs looking for native English speakers, but this should not be something that stops you. I mean, here I am, you know. I'm not from a native English speaking country, and so are many Kenyans here as well. There's so many Nigerians, there's so many Cameroons, there's so many people from South Africa. So this should not be something that stops you, you know. The other thing about teaching English here is you do not need to learn Thai to be able to teach at a Thai school. No, you don't. I mean, learning Thai would help you maneuver, but it's not something that is required of you to learn. You know, if you teach at a Thai school, you're probably going to be teaching at the international side or the English program, because first of all, you'll be teaching English, or if you're teaching math or science, it's going to be in English. So this is not something that you need to learn, but it's something that you may have to, because language barrier is a huge thing here. The other thing is, it's really hard to make friends with your Thai co-workers, you know, because I don't know about other schools, by the way. I'm talking for the schools that I've worked in. I don't know about other schools, but you don't, most of the time you don't share offices, and so there's not that time that you guys get to converse or talk to each other. And then again, there's this language barrier that just destroys everything. So it's really hard to make Thai friends. Though I do have Thai friends, but these are the friends that I made when I was in university. Yeah, language is quite, it's a thing really. But I imagine if you're moving to a country, it's somewhere that you're interested in, and so it's something that you are gonna want to learn eventually. Yeah, is that there are quite a number of experts here. You know, prior to moving to a different country, you always look up stuff, and you look up if there's like a community from your town or from your country in that area. But yeah, there's quite a number of Kenyan people, quite a number of South African people, as I said, quite a big group of Africans here. And so if you want to come and you're from Kenya, just look up Kenyans in Thailand, just like you do with any other country, you know. And if you don't want to limit yourself to just finding only Kenyan experts, but you can also look up the group Internations. Internations is a group of experts that in a certain area. I feel like it's everywhere really, but I only know of the one in Bangkok. So it aims to bring people together, really foreigners together. You find it's categorized into groups. You know, you find people who like outdoor activities. You find people who like volunteer work. You find people who like discovering restaurants. People who like wine tasting and things like that. And so what this group does is it brings people together. So when you sign up, you look through the group and you find the different tiny groups that you can join. So it's something it's a group that's very helpful and very important. You get to network with people, you get to meet very interesting people as well. Yeah, the other thing about teaching is you can actually make more money than you think, eh? Some people are very lucky, especially if you teach at international schools. International schools pay you very well, and then you get private schools as well, you know. But you can also make extra money through private classes. There are a number of language centers here, and so in the weekend or maybe an hour during the weekday, you can spare to do more. Yeah. And yeah, you can spare time to like do extra, and this is how you make money. Also, there are also quite a number of companies that are always looking for people to teach corporate English and things like that. There are also quite a number of students who want to go study abroad, and they have to do TOEIC, and so you can always get people to train, you know. If you're wondering over how to get these jobs, I'm going to leave links below, but also look up teachers in Thailand on Facebook. You're always gonna get something. Or if you're not looking to work in Thailand, people also say that Vietnam is a very good place to work. So just look up teachers in Vietnam, things like that. These groups are very helpful. First of all, they always like post job opportunities, or they post any information relating to teachers in whichever country that you work with, like visa stuff and things like that. So anyways, if you are someone who's looking into coming to Asia to teach English, I hope this video helps, and I hope the links below help as well. Anyways, thank you so much for coming, and I hope to see you next time.